Hello, and welcome to another update video about PEPE. So we are going to take a look at the chart again. At the moment, it is quite popular, this coin, and it's also on the move. I have adjusted the support region that we talked about in yesterday's video, given that the current wave is extending. I mentioned to you yesterday that I think it would be quite likely to extend a little higher, and also we had no confirmed top in place. I'm going to give you the nearest support level, which could, if that's broken, it could indicate that a top of sorts is in place. I'm talking about a local top. And then I give you the pullback zone in which I'm going to watch for a possible reversal. But before we zoom in, really, let's take a look at the daily chart for anybody who's new here on the channel, because you might have missed previous updates. So let's talk about the two scenarios I am tracking here. In the first scenario, I'm tracking a large ABC structure here for PEPE. And in this C wave to the upside, we are looking for 5 waves. Wave 1, wave 2, wave 3, wave 4, and we could now be in the 5th wave. That means we are close to a top, but not there yet, okay? Because the microstructures still allow for further upside, and it also looks as if we might need at least another high, basically, to complete this overall structure there to the upside. So looking at the yellow count then, yeah, after this high, which we're going to talk about that on the micro level in a minute, as soon as we've topped there, we could see a pullback that could, nobody knows what happens after 3 waves, right? Because after 3 waves, this could be a large A wave, nobody knows, okay? And then we could get a B wave pullback that might be quite deep before we carry on in a C wave. After 3 waves up, it might go to completely new bear market lows. That's always uncertain after 3 waves up. However, we have the white count that I'm actually leaning to, even though I will be on the side of caution after the next top. But I'm leaning towards the... With altcoins, we always should be on the side of caution anyway. But obviously, if that C wave tops, this could be a substantial top. But we have the white count that actually is more in line with the Bitcoin chart, in my opinion. That, in my opinion, increases probabilities as well for the white scenario. So until support breaks, I'm going to favor the white count, in which we haven't got an A wave but a wave 1. We don't have a B wave but a wave 2. And the third wave is then unfolding, then a wave 4 and a wave 5. Now that wave 4 could be quite substantial, because these are typically, roughly as long as the wave 2s. Okay, so this, how long was that? Half a year or something. So that's something to definitely consider. Okay, it might just be sideways. Yeah, that's what a wave 4 sometimes does. They might just, go sideways, triangle or something before we carry on. But it could be quite substantial. So that means don't get surprised if this wave 4 will bore you out. It is most likely going to do that. So that means we are, however, still in a structure in which we are following either here wave C to the upside or the third wave. Again, the wave C could form a larger top, the wave 3 as well, but then the next pullback should be a higher low in a certain Fibonacci range that we can define for wave 4. In the very short term, therefore, the move to the upside, which started here on the 13th of April, which is a wave 4 low, and the move up seems to be a wave 5 now within the larger third wave, okay, or C wave. But this is a mirror count, so both scenarios are moving together at the moment. So it doesn't matter which one it is, they're both moving together. I'm tracking also looking at the micro, so this wave 5 of 3 or wave 5 of C can unfold in 2 ways. I'm sure there are more wave counts, but I've got 2 that I follow because of the choppy nature of these, up and down movements. This is not impulsive to the upside, so it indicates, this here was impulsive. This here could be an ending diagonal, and that fits the idea of a 5th wave. Yeah. It is possible that we are dealing with an A, B, C structure, which might reach 248076, certainly a key milestone target here. Or we're dealing with the orange count, which is a little bit more choppy, in which we have an ABC, no, 1 second, in which we have an A, B, C structure, and the C wave is an ending diagonal. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Both counts are possible. In my view, in both counts, we should not see a break below micro support 104.969. So on the 1 hour chart, we can see that this is still stretching a little higher. It hit the 1.618 extension level now, nearly. Okay, it's done what it needs to do in this orange wave 3. It's done what it needs to do. To keep it very simple, in the orange count, we need another 4.5 basically. That's my view. That means if there is a pullback, pay attention to the trend line, pay attention to the orange support region. And in the white count, however, if this is a C wave, it might go up more aggressively. It might go up more aggressively. Then you can still use this support region, because when we have 2 counts and one allows for a deeper pullback, I would always focus on the one with a deeper pullback. I mean, it doesn't mean the pullback has started, but it's the space we need to give it. In the very, very short term, really very, very short term, I mean, the earliest indication that a top of sorts is in place would be the red line here, if that breaks, but that's really early. 155,800 pretty much. And below that level, the last swing low at 146,126. But as long as, especially the upper one is holding, it can grind higher. Next upside levels to watch: 175,583, and then 185,619. There's a bit of cluster of resistances here around 188,358 and 185,619. Please pay attention to those. A bit of a cluster there, a bit of an overlap, confluence of different fib levels that could generate additional resistance. Bottom line is, focus is on higher as long as we're holding the orange support region, but that doesn't mean we have to pull back. It could mean we go up more directly, especially as this red line is holding, and I gave you the relevant levels for that. My view is not the best time to enter now. Yes, it could go higher, but obviously it's not a low risk entry because you are far away from any support regions. But it can still, I mean, it can still grind higher, especially in that if we form another 4.5, it should get sort of towards, I'd say, 205,987 or maybe even 248,076 before this C wave or wave 3 is done. That's my update about PEPE. Hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you really like the content, then please check out the channel membership. Also make sure that you follow us on Instagram and Twitter for additional content. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.